Hi, good morning. It's Tanny, the Canadian Stamper. Happy Saturday morning. It is October 11th and we are crafting. Today we're making a fall project. I have some very exciting things to tell you about at the end of the live. We're going to get cracking with our card first, and I'm going to show you all about the Mini Magic class that is ready to go. I'm going to show you what the Creative Canadian welcome kit looks like and all the goodies in there. And the combination today is a bit of a mixed bag of different crafty colors and products that maybe wouldn't normally go together. I was looking at all the things going, this is a weird combination, but it works. So we're gonna just do it. Let's get to crafting and just enjoy some time. Welcome to Saturday. How's everybody doing? What is happening with all of our fall plans? Are you guys decorated for fall? And do you have crafty cards ready to rock and roll? I have my, whatchamacallit, the advent calendar arrived yesterday. Which is very exciting. And what I realized is that the stamp set that goes with the advent calendar is a double stamp set. There's two chunks of it. So I believe there are still some advent calendars left in the Canadian market. And so they're $136 and you get a two stamp set that goes with it. So 12 days of Christmas. But right now we're going to talk about, this isn't the card we're making, but this is one of the samples. We're gonna switch it up with some different colors. Here's my color palette for today. So this is the basic design. So tomorrow, all of this will be in the newsletter. And if you're not getting my newsletter, I'm still in the process of changing all of from one company to another. But I'll post the newsletter link on my Facebook page so that you can, and I'll pin it to the top so that you can always access that. And you'll get the tutorial that goes along with this with all the measurements and stuff. So this is the color palette, Cajun Craze, Pumpkin Pie, and Misty Moonlight that we're going to use today. And we're going to be using Gathering Moments. There's the dies that go with. And then we're going to use Everyday Arches. And the paper we're using is Everyday Skies. So the unusual combination is the Everyday Skies and Everyday Arches combined with the Gathering Moments bundle. So it works. It totally works. And I've cased this design from a US demonstrator. And her name is Mary Fish, but her business name is Stampin' Pretty. I love her designs. Shout out to Mary Fish. I'm just going to grab your comments quickly and we're going to get rolling. So we're going to do some stamping of our elements. I'm not sure if any of you have tried this color combination before, but I highly recommend it. I see you jumping on. Hello, welcome. All right. Uh-oh. I have my volume on my laptop. One moment. There we go. All right. So here's our pieces. We have a basic white card base. We've got a piece of the Everyday Skies DSP. And then we have a black piece. So I'm just going to show you the design so you can kind of match the elements as we go. And then there's the Everyday Arch. And so they nest. The Everyday Arch dies, where are they? It doesn't look very good, but you can see that they kind of nest. I'm terrible with my dies, but I don't know if Jackie's on yet, but Jackie is trying to get me, she's got me magnetic things to go in the sleeves to keep them more organized. And my upline, Erica Edney from Me to You Paper Crafts here in Victoria, she, shout out to Erica, you're always on my case, well, not always on my case, but your dies, Tanya, are like not looking awesome. You need to have them all nice and put together. So I'm channeling you, Erica, with my organizing my dies. So the other element that we're going to use here is this irregular weave trim. So if you've been with me for a while, and shout out to my YouTube and Facebook friends, you've been with me for a long time. I have a love relationship with this natural twine. I probably go through at least a spool a month. But this time we're going to switch it up and add a little bit of a different piece. And then we're going to stamp and bring in some of these elements with our colors, which are coordinating with the designer series paper to kind of bring out those colors and get them to pop. That's what it's all about today. I see you jumping on. Good morning. Hello, everybody. Oh, Jan, you're doing your first card class today. That's amazing. Good for you. In your Vista. That's great. Jan is a Creative Canadians team member, and I'm so happy that you're doing some card classes. It's the perfect time of year. So we're going to stamp this little acorn because it's adorable. Let's go this way. We're gonna do 2 just in case. We've got the paper, and just in case I mess up my die cutting. So there's that, you can see. So this stamp has it's got darker shadows here, and then it's a bit lighter there. So that's fun. Are you doing fall cards today in your class, Jan? We're gonna do this one here. Sorry, I'm using Cajun Craze, which is what this sort of base cut is, like a combination between pumpkin pie and Cajun Craze. Yep, I dig it. Let's put that out of the way. And then we're going to do some stamping with pumpkin pie. Geez, that looks terrible, doesn't it? This is like this strategically if you're using aqua painters or the blender brush. Don't be alarmed. All right, so then we're going to, where's my, oh, there it is, looking right at it. So we've got this leaf right here. We're gonna pick up some pumpkin pie. And we're gonna do 2 of these ones as well. It's a bit dark, but it does dry a bit. Actually, I might do 2nd generation. See how we go. So it's a bit, so there's just stamped obviously, and then that's the dry one. I did, where's my scrap? I did try, I stamped in our next color, which is Misty Moonlight, and it's just a bit too dark. And then that's 2nd generation. So I was not loving that. There's that one. And then we've got our Misty Moonlight. So I'm going to show you here at the end of the live, I'm going to show you what the welcome kit. So there's a massive, super exciting join special with Stampin' Up! All for the month of October. It's incredible. I've been around for 8+ years and I've never seen a join special. I mean, I think I say that every time, but this one, honestly, there's 2 options, $48 or $135, and you get an incredible amount of product. So for $48, you get to choose $165 worth of product, or pay $135, whoops, and you get $252 worth of product. It's incredible, honestly. I've never seen anything like it. And of course you get the free shipping, but aside from with that, you also get a discount on all of your goodies. But there's a whole other community element, which I'm gonna tell you about. And I have a team called the Creative Canadians. We're across Canada, and we just have a crafty good time. So stay tuned to the end. I'm going to tell you all about that and show you some things. I'm going to stamping a Misty Moonlight, my many thanks. And let's die cut. Let's do it. I'm going to bring back in Cajun Craze, because we are going to do a little bit of stamping to bring out some colors. We're going to stamp on the DSP. Don't be afraid to stamp on your designer series paper. That's a tip. And yeah, so let's die cut. Let's put all of our bits. All right, so we're going to use the mini stamp cut and emboss machine. This guy right here. Rid of all of our things. Where do you think my dies are? I found them. Oh, and I should also tell you, the shopping special for this month includes 3 cards using the Gathering Moments, the stamp set that we're using today. So I'm going to show you those here when we're done. Let's get our die cut going first. So to make, let me just tell you about our plates. So you've got plate number 1, plate number 2, and plate number 2. So to do die cutting, you're going to, for the mini anyways, you're going to use die cut or plates 1 and 2. You're going to put down your stamped image, and then the die cut has a bumpy side and a flat side. So you're going to do bumpy side down. You're going to do your best to line up the die around the stamped image. Feel free to use some washi tape or like a little post-it here. And this die set has 2, so that's just a little crafty bonus right there. And whoops, and then you can add, so see how it moves quite a bit. The large, like the regular size stamp cut and emboss machine, I find it less finicky, but so then I'm just going to use the post-it note to hold myself down. So we're going to put our second plate on to make a sandwich, and we're just going to pump it through. And then here, I'm going to pop these out. So save that. And then here's our little pieces. Oh my gosh, I totally nailed that. Sometimes they're slightly off. I nailed it. All right, so make sure to put those with your other little bits so that you don't, lose track of your goodies. And we're going to do the same thing. So we've got our 2 plates. That's not the right die. We're going to pop this on here. There's just one of these dies. And we're going to do same. So options here include stamping several of these in different colors. If you've got other designer series paper that's your favorite right now, just grab the colors that are on the back of the designer series paper so that you know what coordinates. That's this. So this is our paper today, and what I mean by that is on the back of the Stampin' Up! Paper, it'll tell you all of the colors that coordinate. So you can't go wrong. You can coordinate your colors, and I think that's probably one of my favorite parts of the Stampin' Up! Product line is that everything matches. It just makes me happy. Okay, I think you're getting the gist of how this stamp cut and emboss machine works. Good morning. I see you all still jumping on. Hello. Good morning, Christine and Pam, Carissa, Wendy. Hello, hello. All right, so I'm just moving my dies off to the side when I'm done. Got a couple more, and then we will start to assemble. So there is an adorable little mushroom in the set as well, but we're not stamping it today. I'm gonna go rogue right now, and I'm not gonna use my post-it note. So when you're putting this plate on, don't slide it. When you're putting it down, you're putting it down, and then you're creating your sandwich, and then apply pressure so that your dies will move, and then you'll be disappointed if they move because they won't cut properly. My dad used to shake constantly, so he would have a tough time crafting. So there's our 2 little pieces. Isn't that little acorn adorable? You know what I'm feeling with this as I'm looking at it? If you were to take the blender pen, I'm just looking around. I don't know where my blender pen is, but you could pick up some of the color and add some shading. Even with like a little watercolor, I bet you could, you know, do a little something with the ink there. Carissa, I agree with you. Just looking at your comment there about the community part of our Creative Canadians. Thank you for saying that. I have more friends now since I've been a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator than I think I've had in my entire adult life. I love it. Oh, all right, here's the lesson, folks. Look at that. I messed it up. But don't worry, I have a trick to save this. We're cutting it. And we're just gonna trim along and save the day. No problem. No problem. Okay, so lesson there is use your Post-it note tape. That's the lesson. Okay, so to store this, these two flaps on the mini and the large one fold up like so, and then you can take it with you, honestly, or you could, sometimes I put these in here as well, and that's how I store it. That's, sorry, that's not true. When I travel, that's how I go. I store it personally, because I use this like constantly, is I put the plates and then I'll turn the handle just so that they're kind of in the middle to help the plates kind of lessen, because they get warped. So you do have to replace these the clear plastic plates. I probably do actually, these are quite dirty. And then the last thing I'll tell you about this is if you saw my reel earlier this week, is that on my large stamp cut and emboss machine, the handle had come right out. So you'll pop this rubber piece off, and then there's a little Allen key that will come with your machine, and you're just going to twist and make sure that the screw that's in there is tight. So if your handle does become like more loose than say this, this handle is moving, but this piece, it's a little bit loose. But if it comes really loose, then you'll know how to fix it. No problem. All right. Here's our pieces. Let's get to assembly. It's really the funnest part. I lied to you. Let's stamp first. Okay, so in the stamp set, and there's our design we're kind of copying. There's some patterns. I mean, you could use these two. These are a bit heavy. I would use the look I'm going for. You can use whatever you want. The look I'm going for is just a little bit of something in the background. So I have already prepared for us. I'm using that little, I don't even know what it is. Maybe it's supposed to be, I don't even know. Does anybody know what this is? Do you know what this image is supposed to be? This is like a plaid. This is, I don't know. What does the audience say? Oh, Janice, you're awake. You're so funny. I'm awake. Janice and I are on opposite sleeping patterns, aren't we, friend? She's a late night owl. I'm an early morning. I'm up at 5 every day for work. That's not true, 5:20-ish. All right. So then we're gonna add this. Okay. Uh-oh, I don't know where my pokey tool is. Well, we'll see how this goes. What else is going on today? I've got a Costco run after this. I have the Mini Magic class. I'm gonna show you, I have one left. It's $25, 3 mini cards and 6 Christmas tags. And I'm gonna show you what that looks like. It's adorable. I was making the kits last night for the class attendees, and I always make 1 or 2 extra just in case. And it's just adorable. The cards are adorable. The tags they're very fancy. When I'm for Christmas morning, everybody always knows which gifts are from me because it's got these crazy tags, crazy Christmas tags on them. All right, so you see how we're going here. We're just, I'm just putting the layers down with wet glue, obviously, but we're gonna start to pop things up, like up here, and then with our die cut pieces to give some dimension. Okay, so who in the comments on YouTube or Facebook, how many of you have already grabbed the join special for $48? What did you do? Did you do the $48 and get 165, or the $135 and you got $252 worth of stuff, plus free shipping, plus a paper pumpkin? It's just awesome. The discount is just the extra bonus. It's the community, like I mentioned before. That's where it's at. So I'm going to tell you all about Creative Canadians here in a moment. So options. Okay, if you feel brave, you're going to do this all in one fell swoop, which is wrapping and bow tying. I'm going to give it a go. We're going to get crazy. I'm going to give it a go. Let's see how I go today. All right, so we're gonna put some tear and tape here to help the ribbon stick to the back. So I've sort of pinched this so I kind of know how much I need. Are you nervous for me? I'm nervous for me. We're gonna do this. Oh yes, Pam, that's right, Stampin' Rewards. That's a little slice of heaven. Thank you for mentioning that. So Stampin' Rewards is 10%. So for every, I think it starts at $20, you get 10% back in like free cash that goes in your little Stampin' Up bank account. In your Stampin' Up profile. So whether you're a Stampin' Up demonstrator or you buy products from Stampin' Up, you've probably noticed, or hopefully you've noticed, that when you order for yourself online, then you have this sort of extra credit that is your Stampin' Rewards credit, and you can use it on your next order. So yeah, Pam, you're right. Stampin' Up demonstrators get between 20 and 25% off all the purchases, and we also earn Stampin' Rewards. It's really quite something. Like, for example, that kit sale, Stampin' Up was 10 to 30% off, plus your demonstrator discount, plus your Stampin' Rewards. I mean, it's really quite cool. Okay, I'm not going to do the bow. It's quite it's a bit tricky to do the bow actually, so we're gonna improvise. We're doing a knot. So I'm intentionally pulling it this way because I kind of want it to have that side angle. Is that even a thing? Like that. Okay. Let's get a little glue dot. I don't even know where my take your pick tool is. What the heck's going on here? I'm discombobulated at my desk. We're improvising. So what's happening here? This piece here is gonna lay down, but I want something under this knot to help it sit. Enter glue dot. Thanks, Carissa. You're right. I am a professional. Look at me go. All right, let's get rid of you and you. Things are coming together. All right, so let's do this dry as we do. Actually, I could probably commit. I can commit to this piece now. And so do you see the stamped images back here? It's it's optional. If you don't like it, obviously you don't have to do it, but it adds a bit of just like kind of extra, you know, like if this wasn't here, it's still very pretty, but it just adds a little extra. Okay, I'm happy with that. So this is gonna go like so. And then the many thanks. This is the stylish shape. This is everyday arches. So you can kind of see like the arches, you'll get dies that kind of all the way down to this one. I think this is the smallest one. So that's gonna go there. And then we have all of our little pieces. So I think we're gonna add just like a little medley here. And then this little pop of blue to tie in. So we've got Night of Navy, but then we've got Misty Moonlight in here. Misty Moonlight, the DSP has some Misty Moonlight, and then we're adding that little guy. And then we've got our little, I might put you over here. Something like this. Okay, it's all coming together. I'm not catching all your comments on here. So let's start popping. Let's start. I missed in the comments if anybody has grabbed the Stampin' Up! Join special, but I will go back and read your comments for sure. So I'm always accepting new team members, of course. Anywhere in Canada, if you're from the States, then if you need a referral to a demonstrator that I work with in the States, then please let me know and I'm happy to pass along their contact information. But if you're in Canada, you can join the Creative Canadians team and get in on our community and all the goodness. All right, I'm going to pop this one up too. So just gonna add the dimensionals as I do. I know I'm heavy dimensional. I have FOMO. I have fear, not FOMO. I have fear of things coming apart or sagging. That's in crafting and in life, honestly. Things sagging and things coming apart. Oh my God, I hope you guys are laughing. That was really funny. I'm hilarious. Yep, nailed it. So now, I've got some options, just so you see where my crafty mind is going. I've got 2 layers of dimensional, which means 2 layers of opportunity to tuck my little gems into the layers. See what I mean? I kind of wish that, okay, let's put you here. I think you're gonna go up here. Yep. Should I go up as well? Maybe. Yep. What do you think? Should I go up here too? Oh my gosh, I think it's happening. I like it. Do you guys like it? Or is it too much? Maybe comment. Too much or you love it? I hope you love it. Oh my God, I love it. Don't you love the colors? Did you see my post last night? It said that my favorite color is October. This is it. I love it. I hope you love it. Kate, you don't want the sagging part either. It's kind of fun that Facebook takes a minute to catch up sometimes because then I can laugh about it again afterwards. All right, so let's remember. So here's a tip. If you do it, if you put together some of your elements dry, like I show you, and you like it like this, but there's kind of a lot of things going on, you're not going to remember, then just take a photo of it when it's dry. And what I mean by dry is no adhesive. And then you can take your pieces apart and then have your phone next to you with the image, and then you can remember where all the pieces go. So that's a little tip for free. Yep. So there. And so this one's in the base and then this one's coming up a bit. Oh, I need to add some dimension here. And then we're going to move along to probably my favorite part, which is talking about my team of creative Canadians. Shout out to all my team members and new team members. Welcome new team members. All right, so this one's going to go up here. Yep, and then we're going to fill in the last little bit with our little doodads. These are all very technical terms. Thanks, Krissa. I bet you back over on the East Coast where you are, fall has already started, hey? So this is strategically going to be placed so that I'm covering up these little bits, you know? I should have probably popped it. Yep, see, it popped right out. I need dimensionals in my life. Okay, so here's another tip. When you have your last dimensionals, make sure to snip. Comme ça, and then you have all your little bits. Extra dimensionals. So this is probably too big, but we're gonna tuck it in here. Okay, let's try this again. Yep, nailed it. Do I want you to, I think I want you to go under. Yep. See, these are the decisions in life. Over or under. That's just gonna happen like that. All right, now, gems. And then we're on to a really cool part, which is showing you the welcome kit for creative Canadians. So these are matte dots, and I'm feeling like black is the way to go today. Yep, that's happening. Let's do two large there, and then we're gonna go up top for dark. It's kind of cool. Actually, I kind of like the black. It's a bit of an unusual type of a gem. What do you think? Give me a thumbs up or a heart if you love it. I hope you follow my page as well, Facebook or YouTube. Hit the subscribe button or follow button, because we do this every Saturday. So there's that. Now, there's our project for today, but wait, there's more. I'm gonna show you the class. There's only one left. So this is the Mini Magic class. So it's $25. There's only one. It's mailed, so you get 3 mini cards. The only thing you have to do is stamp your sentiment. Like literally everything else is here. Sentiment. And then you get all of these. And again, all you have to do is stamp your sentiment. So you get 6 Christmas tags. Everything except for the ink is included. These gorgeous. These are from the Traditions of Christmas. So if you want the last kit, then pop it in the comments and I will follow up with you. Let me show you what the class looks like inside. So this one comes with PDF tutorials. Sometimes I do videos, but these ones are they're pretty basic. So it comes in this beautiful box, and here's all of your individually wrapped and very clean projects. And then here's your 3 mini cards here. So that's how the class is mailed to you. Or you could do porch pickup. So it's $25, or I think it's about another $4 to mail it. Oh, spoiler alert, Canada Post is back in action as of Tuesday, folks. So I can mail this out to you if you wish. And so there's a reminder of all the things. So that's that. Now, here's the exciting part. As a creative Canadian, I have a welcome kit for you. I've got some paper materials in here, but here's your welcome kit. It's kind of like a cosmetic bag, and you can put all your crafty things in. So when you come to craft, then you've got it all together. So this is our logo. And in here, this is called My Ready Reference. So there's like a little charm back here and you connect it. I have mine right here next to my desk. And in it has all the things related to being a demonstrator. How to order, how you get compensated, how you get your discount, if you choose to sell things, how that works. It's optional. You don't have to sell things, but you can if you wish. And then you get some swag. And then some of you have seen this on my YouTube channel. Go into the Wayback. If you're on YouTube or you want to head over there and you want to make this, go to the Wayback. And it's a tabletop garbage and it folds down. So everybody gets one of those. Here's mine. It's like a bajillion years old. So it sits on my desktop. Put all my scraps and garbage in there. So you get one of those. There's some chocolate, of course, because everybody needs chocolate. And you've got some hand sanitizer. You've got some ribbon. So you've got goodies to make crafting happy and fun. So that's just a bonus specific to Creative Canadians. I just do that as a little welcome for my team. And then you get a folder. It's got some paperwork in it if you wish. And so that's the community part. The Stampin' Up! Join special is $48 and you get to choose $165 worth of product. Or if you have a bigger wish list, $135 and you get $252 worth of stuff. It's incredible. It's an awesome deal. It goes until the end of October. And I'll post the link if you want to join. You can just join. If you want to know some more information, I'm happy to connect with you and answer any questions that you have. Oh, I'm going to trim this. And I welcome you to our crafty community. It's good times. Oh, I should also tell you, for demonstrators, we have monthly team meetings, virtual, which we do prizes. We also do a project. In January, here's a heads up for my Creative Canadians. We're doing a little community giving project starting in January. I haven't announced that yet, but I'm putting it all together. I'm very excited about that. And we also have exclusive Facebook groups that we get into, which have unlimited tutorials and PDFs and videos and designs from demonstrators across the world. It's a pretty awesome community as well if you're into Facebook. There's also some on YouTube as well through Stampin' Up! And you get early access to purchase things. And we also have on Vancouver Island, if you're local, we have a variety of in-person events kind of up and down the island that you can participate in as well. It's a crafty good time. So if you want to know more, let me know. I would love to welcome you and have you be part of the team. Here's a recap. Projects for today will be in the newsletter or posted on my Facebook page tomorrow. So make sure to follow, subscribe, all that thing. $25 for the mini magic class, the last one, if you're interested in that. And then of course, the join special, if you're interested in being part of the Creative Canadians, the crafty community. And just, we use the gathering moments. That's sort of what we did with the everyday arches dies. I hope you enjoyed today's tutorial. Thank you so much for hanging out and joining. And I hope you have a lovely weekend. Oh, and happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Happy Thanksgiving. I'm going to, sorry, this is a bonus I just remembered. I'm posting this. Hang on. I'm going to post, so I got this. Okay, Lance has been eating these. And I keep telling, I got these at Costco a couple weekends ago, the Lent. When we were at Sue Phillips' house for a crafty thing. I think it was Barb Hogg. I don't know if you watch my videos, Barb, but Barb made these for everybody, and she had put a little Lindt chocolate. So later today, I'm gonna post this little reel, like I'll post a reel about it, and you could put it for your Thanksgiving dinner plates. Or Jan, if you're doing classes and you've got a little goodie, then you could make these super quick, just a couple of scores, and it's a little treaty thing to go at the place setting or whatever you're doing. Put a little glue dot on whatever you're mounting there, and then it just sits there. Adorable, right? Okay, I digress. Follow, subscribe, shout out to YouTube and Facebook Replay Warriors. I love you all. Thanks for joining. And let me know if you got questions. Have a fantastic, happy turkey weekend. Bye for now.